distance between the gold medalists at these games already at 1,500 and 10,000. The 1,500 winner was Hisham El Garouj. He's towing the line right there. And Bekele won the 10,000, a matchup of two gold medal winners here at 5,000 meters.
Well, not only are they gold medalists, but they also both hold the world record in their respective events. But they were both beaten 1 year ago in the World Championships by Eliud Kipchoge, who was 18 years old at the time, and he is also in the race, was on the starting line right next to them.
El Garouj, Bekele, and Kipchoge. Ones to watch here. American Tim Brough is in the field as well.
USA in white. Tim Brough, one of only two men in the field that were not born in Africa. And I talked to him earlier today because he had to run real hard to get into the final. He said, I wasn't going to leave it to chance, but he said, my legs felt dead for the last 2 days, but today they feel good. And he said, if they make it slow, I'm going to be up there competing. And right now it looks like it is kind of slow.
With Bekele in front. So one of the favorites, Bekele leads. Tim Brough is in second place. In third place is Kipchoge of Kenya.
And I find this very interesting because Bekele did not do this last year. Last year he took off real hard in the first mile, thinking he had to burn the sprint.
At the World Championship.
Yeah, at the World Championship. He had to burn the sprint out of El Garouj. And I think that's a very subtle mistake, because when you take off hard, somewhere in the middle of the race, you've got to rest up. And when he rested up, El Garouj was able to rest up better for the finishing kick. So this time I think he's going to let it go slow, and then the last 2 miles, bang, no let up to the end.
Right across the track for him, inside to out, Bekele, Brough, Kipchoge. And there's Hisham El Garouj. El Garouj just plodding along, about 6th or 7th, and they're going at a slow pace at the moment. Making a little move here is Zersene of Eritrea.
Already the bronze medalist in the 10,000, but El Garouj is loving this because he's saying to himself, I'm the fastest man at 800 meters. However, if he lets Bekele get a jump and get 10 yards or 5 yards on him, he may never catch him. El Garouj has to start his kick from way out and get those long legs going. And unfortunately, I know this from experience running against Miris Gifter. I had beaten him 10 days before, but in the big race, he got that jump on me of 5 yards, and I chased him for a half a mile and couldn't catch him.
Bekele, if he wins, will be the first man since Gifter to win both the 5,000 and 10,000. Gifter did it in 1980 in Moscow, another Ethiopian. El Garouj trying to equal Paavo Nurmi, the great one, who in 1924 won both the 1,500 and the 5,000. Eugene Berhanu is now up to take over the lead.
You mentioned Paavo Nurmi in 24. He and Saeed Awida, who is a Moroccan countryman of El Garouj, are the only guys that I think have been top-class milers who then were able to win the 5,000 in the Olympics. So LG is going up against a tough thing in history here to win this race.
And LG, as they call him, is about 6th at the moment. The Ethiopian Gebra Marina has the lead right now. Bekele is in second. We have less than 10 laps to go. We'll be back for the finish of the men's 5,000 meters right after this. Stadium track. Kenenisa Bekele of Ethiopia is the leader, the winner already this Olympics of the 10,000 meters. And Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya is in second. And currently in third, Gebra Marina, also of Ethiopia. In fourth is Hisham El Garouj of Morocco.
And the pace was slow for the first mile, but now it has picked up. There was a 61-second lap thrown in. You saw Bekele trying to look up at the screen, probably to see where everyone was, especially El Garouj.
Bekele, now Kipchoge. Kipchoge moves to the front. Bekele is second. Gebra Marina is third. Then Hisham El Garouj. Craig Mottram of Australia moves up to join the leaders along the inside. And Berhanu of Eritrea has been among the leaders. Also from Ethiopia, Berhanu.
Kipchoge won that World Championship race by hundredths of a second, and earlier this year in Kenya he ran a fantastic time at high altitude, after which he said, and I believe, that he just wasn't going to be beat in this race. But since that time, Bekele has broken the world record in this race, and El Garouge has shown that he's in great shape. So still anybody's race. The longer it goes slow like this, the more chance it is for an upset. Even Craig Mottram of Australia, who had a great race in Zurich a few weeks ago, could come up big on the last lap.
5 laps to go. Bekele retakes the lead from Kipchoge. Gabra Marina is in third, and now El Garouge.
63 seconds is not going to break El Garouge. He could eat a candy bar and run 63 seconds. They're really going to have to put the hammer down now. What El Garouge has to be careful of is Bekele making that short break that I said, and El Garouge getting tied up behind some slower runners.
Bekele and Kipchoge still there. Now El Garouge moves up along the inside, and he is joining the leader. So there are the 3 that we figured would be contesting it. They're running 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Gabra Marinin is there in 4th, and he's within striking distance too, and after that Mottram of Australia.
Remember, it's an Olympic race, and Bekele has had 7 days since his 10,000 to rest up. Kipchoge had just 1 easy race to qualify, but El Garouge has run now 4 races and has only had 2 days rest.
American Tim Breaux, who was up close to the pace early, has dropped back and now has only a couple of runners beaten. There he is.
Well, Tim Breaux ran close to his personal best just to get into the final, and he said a top 10 finish would be success for him. He's not that far behind the leaders. You certainly couldn't have predicted this before the race went off. Like so many great setups, so many historical races, sometimes they tend to fizzle when you get too many great guys in the race. They just spend the whole time looking at each other. And that's what's been the case so far, but I think we'll see close to a 4-minute mile here at the end of the race, if not under a 4-minute mile. Just about 3 laps to go.
Kipchoge leads Bekele. El Garouge is third. Gabra Marinin is 4th.
Runners will have 3 laps to go as they run to the line. Still Kipchoge in the lead. Pace slows to 63.25.
A 63-second lap there. They may not be close to 4 minutes. They're setting it up for El Garouge. If he can take off with 700 yards to go like he did in the mile and put in 200 yards of very fast running, it'll be hard to catch him. It's hard to catch him once he gets rolling.
Kipchoge still leads. Bekele is in second. Gabra Marinin and El Garouge, 1, 2, 3, 4, and well bunched as they come to the turn.
Bunching up at the front.
Into the home straightaway now, and still anybody's race. Kipchoge, Bekele second, El Garouge third, Gabra Marinin. And who's going to have the best sprint, the best kick to the finish in this showdown of gold medal winners and spoilers? There are 2 laps remaining.
I just can't figure out what the thinking is of the top 4 guys. They all have great sprints, but they're different. El Garouge's sprint has to start with 600 meters to go. Bekele needs to get that little jump, maybe with only 1 lap to go. And Kipchoge's only 19 years old. We don't even know what his potential is, but suffice to say, off of his win last year at the World Championships, he can also bring it home on the last 200 meters.
Kipchoge, Bekele, Gabra Marinin, El Garouge, Berhanu, the 3rd Ethiopian, and Kibbewen of Kenya. Into the home straightaway. And when they get to the finish line, the bell will ring to mark the final lap in this 5,000-meter race. And Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya leads. Bekele is second. And here comes El Garouge.
Someone is going to have to run close to 50 seconds for the last lap. And El Garouge, I would have thought, would make his move earlier than this.
And he's about to be boxed in by the Ethiopians.
They will not be doing him any favors. You are right. 3 Ethiopians around him, allowing Bekele to really isolate himself against the Kenyan.
And Bekele goes by Kipchoge. Gets a narrow lead, now starts to pull away. And here comes El Garouge after him. Can he get him? Bekele, gold medalist at 10,000 meters. El Garouge, gold medalist at 1,500. Here they are on the home straightaway of the 5,000 meters. Bekele, El Garouge,